Because what you do
I don't remember. It was quite a while ago.
is you put one of those in the particle
Do they have it on sale now, or?
No, I just want to bombard it, and it builds up a charge inside.
Give me a copy.
And then after a while,
I could.
No,
Well, there's
then
the
it goes out
SRD.
charge,
You could
and then
just get a copy
right
of
there,
that.
I have a copy.
you hit
of
it,
that, actually.
and it discharges that
It's
charge.
not that different. I mean,
burning
you get most of the information you need, almost all of it.
That is cool.
Is probably also.
By the way, we're
a
being
copy from.
we're being broadcast online, so if somebody wants to volunteer to commit a crime right now,
It's
it will be recorded for posterity.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, at least at one time, if you still had the receipt, at one time, Evil had a policy of you buy the hard, you buy the paper edition, and they'll give you the ebook, but you just have to be able to provide the proof of purchase.
Oh boy, that receipt from 10 years ago.
Well, it depends. Did you buy it via ordering online?
Bought it from the source.
Yeah, then.
Well, I saved all my receipts, but digging through the receipts of 2009 to find this one.
Probably not worth the $10 it would cost for the PDF.
Okay. I don't know.
No, thank you. At the moment, I want to eat.
Eating is good.
Why would you want to do a silly thing like that?
Alright. But everybody plays. Is that Martin who is being blocked by Brett?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't.
We're not broadcast television. We don't really need to be all perfect.
Well, that's
No,
good
I am.
because perfect is a long ways from where I live.
Yeah.
What's your mother doing?
She called me asking me to come out and give her a cigarette.
You're not supposed to do that. Are you?
Doesn't matter. I told her I was busy tonight.
Oh, okay.
Had a meeting.
All right. Wanted to give you an excuse, I guess.
Oh, that's what I was headed for.
So, we are still at the sanitarium.
I have a read in principle that we need to be leaving real soon.
You know what is really terrible? Going from a mythic character in Pathfinder and starting over and being level 1.
Did your character die, or you
Just
just
campaign.
new campaign?
New
Okay.
GM, new story, new characters.
Okay.
I'm like level 1. Wow, this is really fun.
Pathfinder or second edition is
First edition.
first edition. First edition Pathfinder, yes.
It is like, wow.
I show 29 8 points with that map for notes.
Yep.
Ask them.
Toy
I'm
shop.
assuming these are John Doe's.
Playing second edition now?
Yes. And first edition, and Starfinder, and Spirit of the Century, and Blade and Craft.
You are in more campaigns than anyone else I know.
Funny you should state that. There was a panel that was being given at, I believe it was Convergence.
Okay,
It was on a topic of gaming.
yeah.
And so there were comments made, and eventually it came out that I was in the campaign with 2 out of 4 of the panelists. And
All right.
when that got pointed out, I said, I have this night still free.
Okay. Uh-huh.
No one took me up on that.
Well. So you do actually have a night free.
Not really.
Oh.
Let's see.
You were alive when you said that, huh?
No, that was in the past. In the present, I don't really have a night free.
Something has come up since then.
Several things have come up, but yes,
Convergence was a little over a month ago.
not that Convergence. I think it was about 3 years ago. 3 to 4.
Speaking of night free or not,
Ah, that's right. You were going to determine if you were
I
free
can
on.
confirm that I will be away the 5th and the 12th of November.
Okay. Will be gone.
Nothing else that I know of, barring unscheduled family emergencies.
Okay. And everybody else is going to be making it on the 5th and the 12th of November. Is that correct?
That's the theory.
To the best of my
To the best
knowledge.
of my abilities.
All right. So we aren't playing on the 17th of September, wedding anniversary, and the 24th of December, and the 31st of December. We're not playing. So, with that, I don't know any dates for that playing.
Mind if I open that?
Go right ahead.
Let's see if I can do it without. Yeah, just have to. It is not going to work on this bag non-disastrously.
There's a notch at the top.
Ah,
Yeah,
there it is.
yeah,
I missed
Here,
it.
notch.
Yeah. Thing is, when you use those, they tend to just keep, over time, the air just keeps going down until the bag slips lengthwise. You've got it.
Yep. It just takes a little extra effort to make sure that you
Leave it to the engineer. Just enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should be, as far as I'm concerned.
it'll allow a hand in and out with popcorn. It is not a monkey trap.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? What's next? Are we packing up?
We are going to move. We're going to go to Paris.
Did I get all of the evidence that was left from the explosion site?
No, don't know if you've had time.
Or I
not,
should
so.
say, have I accumulated what he found and what I can find.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, we can move anytime then.
So, who wants to come with me to the Russian consulate and have a little chat with the guy in charge of it? Definitely
Figure I
you.
might be useful on a couple
Yeah.
fronts. I will be much more careful watching for booby traps than the
You
last time we
speak
were in a
Russian, I
Russian
believe,
embassy.
right?
Stop.
I
And
have
you
not.
have no need of a translator. I think I will work in the lab while you are occupied.
So, we can take the Zeppelin over to the Russian consulate and just crawl down on the roof.
Okay.
I suppose.
Or we could just go,
I go with my wordsmiths.
Okay.
half a mile away and just walk over.
Well, if it's a half a mile away, it's closer than the Zeppelin.
Whatever.
No one
gets
has
us
actually said how big the Zeppelin is, as far as I know.
there. I'm also not sure where it's parked in relation to the city or if it's
Outside of
circling
it.
slowly. Yeah.
So, are you summoning the Zeppelin?
If they want to wait around for it, sure.
I vote for getting there as quick as we can before word of exactly what happened even gets back there.
It's a half-mile walk
To the Zeppelin.
No,
to the
to
Russian
the
consulate.
Russian consulate.
To the consulate.
It'll take less time for you to walk,
Okay.
even
So
Hush and
we
Snoopy.
should
Actually, I can
make-
run at full steam and not break.
I know.
But not him.
Yeah.
We should make a show of taking Lenin
Of removing Lennon from the premises.
Yes.
to a secure location,
Mm-hmm.
which we will not tell them. And I guess I roll contacting to suggest a good place to disappear at, or it
Well, are
really
you
doesn't
bringing
matter?
him to another sanitarium?
Nope.
No,
No.
we are going to.
We are going to a location where no one will click twice when several people go in and then different people leave.
Actually, I have even a better idea, Jax. It's not be acquire a vehicle. We drive into the woods, just near the. Which is near where the Zeppelin is, and then I just hush everyone to the Zeppelin.
And abandon the vehicle?
Why not?
Or then I take the vehicle and drive over to the consulate.
That works.
Yeah.
Either of those can work.
Okay.
And we don't get the-
acquire a vehicle. So, there are
Delivery
vehicles
of
on the
something.
premises, but I mean they're owned by the hospital.
They would object.
Go out on the street and look for one. Is that what you're going to do?
How do you
I
want to
was-
acquire the vehicle?
I was thinking it's hot orange one.
Well,
I start packing up stuff like someone would expect a nurse too.
all right.
And get
Well-
Lenin ready to be moved.
Okay.
Wheelchair, that kind of stuff.
So head out of the compound.
Mhm.
Make an investigation.
Before I do that, though, I'm going to walk back to the doctor. I'm going to say, describe car keys, please, and describe your vehicle.
You don't have a vehicle. What do you mean? I live half a mile away from here. I would just walk.
Europe.
It's Europe. If I lived further, I would take the train, but I don't. I live very close to here.
I tried. Okay, I'll go down to where vehicles are, and I'll walk over one that I think is
So
moving
as I said, there are
That's
hospital vehicles, like there's an ambulance.
That would make a certain amount of sense. We
And
don't
a
mind being seen leaving.
couple
We
of
just don't
transport
want anyone to know where we
trucks.
go.
no ambulance works fine.
Okie dokie.
Does it start when I fire it up?
Yes. Starts right away.
Okay. you're pretending to be the doctor. I'll pretend, I guess I'll have to drive, and this guy can be the security guard with the doctor and the nurse. And concierge, or liaison.
Liaison.
Yeah.
Did you tell us before leaving that you were planning to abscond with the ambulance? Because if so, the liaison may want to.
I have a transport outside of the ambulance. I park in front of the front door.
I'll see if anybody needs my help getting stuff loaded quickly.
I will wheel the wheelchair, I guess.
I will explain to Comrade Doctor that the vehicle will be returned at the earliest convenience.
Okay. Fine.
Not a lie in that.
Happy to see you guys leaving.
After this, the ecstatic that you're gone.
Yeah.
Are we leaving them the bomb?
No.
I know
I thought
it's
Annie was
disabled.
taking the bomb. The disabled
She
bomb.
disabled me.
Yes,
I
I know that.
disabled it and I took the parts that looked important and a
Yeah.
few
She
sticks of
was
steel.
planning on analyzing.
Okay.
See if you get a clue about where it was made, maybe who even made it.
I will recover my explosion suppressor.
So this is good. There's a number of people who are still alive who truly believe this is Lennon, which means they'll spread rumors,
Yep.
and it'll make the paper because it's a big explosion. Yeah, just in case it doesn't make the paper, somebody should go plan a story. Take a phone call, and just say, hey, there's a big explosion here at the such and such sanitarium.
A person blew himself up. Hopefully, it's not a common occurrence at this
Well,
sanitarium. No.
You're pretty sure that you don't have to plant a story because he was right by the front gate. I mean, a dozen people saw what happened.
Okay. That is the one the sanitarium covered it up.
And somebody called the police with memory searching project.
Right. Even if the police got there and were immediately told the situation was under control.
Well, it's not under
I
control.
know.
There are
Even
pieces
if
of
somebody
body all
tried
over
to
the
tell
place.
them that, that would start more rumors.
No, there was nobody there trying to manage the situation.
Little
The gate guard called inside to the front desk, telling them to call the police. Front desk called the police. They'll probably be here in a few minutes. Because it's only been maybe 5 minutes total since the explosion went off.
Yeah, it would be good to be out of here before
It would
they
be
arrive.
All right. So we load up the ambulance
Yep.
and go to the front gate.
Leave the wheelchair at the front door.
All right, and the gate guard opens the front gate for you. Lets you out.
I may be glad to
Good
see us
riddance.
gone.
Bye! Scary people, or at least one of you is scary. The other ones, yeah. I mean, London's kind of scary, just because it really is.
I think it's the goatee.
I don't think
It
that's
it shouldn't surprise anybody to think about it. Lennon has at least one really scary person in his entourage.
Yeah. So
Where are you
So
driving?
is everybody in the ambulance? I mean, it's going to be
I
very
am.
crowded if everybody is in the ambulance.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah.
2 people up front,
Okay, yes.
everybody else is gonna be in the back.
All right. So there's a crank on the dashboard that's marked siren. If somebody wants to spin the siren crank.
So since Simon Wallace is has the best drive, he's gonna be driving, while Rodya is gonna be riding shotgun,
Okay.
ready to defend Lennon. in case something
Okay. As you leave the compound, the sanitarium's wall area, The two people in front should make alertness rolls.
That would be, I
That'd
might
be
be the
Simon
other
and
one in
Jack.
front, 'cause, no, Jack, I thought Jack was
Jack-
riding
Oh,
in back.
Jack is in,
No,
I thought you said
shotgun.
They
shotgun,
would say shotgun.
which
Jack
means in
is
the
shotgun.
passenger seat
Oh,
in
okay.
front.
Alright, then I'm in
Did
the,
you know,
I'm
do you
back.
know what shotgun means?
Okay,
You don't know what shotgun
Different
means?
people use it different.
No, they don't.
it doesn't matter, you're shotgun, so you're in front, so, alright, and,
Fantastic.
alright, both of those are good enough. Just up the street, like to your left, there is a truck sitting there running, nobody in it.
Bang. I'm shooting it.
Okay, okay.
Telling the rest of us why you're shooting?
I'm gonna say possible bomb in truck. Bang.
Alright, well,
Okay,
just appears to be a truck sitting there running, fine, whatever.
shooting at the tires or the engine or
The
what?
engine.
Yeah, he usually shoots the engine block for things like this. Alright. I mean, it's an incredibly low value that, well, yes, destroy the truck, basically.
No closing?
I look for the potential sniper that might have been using that as his getaway.
No.
No?
That would have been a rather obvious getaway.
Yes,
I
but
mean, a motorcycle would have been a lot smarter, or even a horse.
Horse, well.
You can go. You can learn to follow the roads.
horse has something.
Plus, it doesn't snow. Well, maybe
We're
it
in
does
Missouri.
Yeah, okay. Up in the Alps.
So.
Okay, but still.
Alright, so you're driving where? To the place that Annie is saying.
Then I give you directions.
Alright, make a contacting roll. Let's see how good your suggestion is.
Were we driving there, or were we just going to drive into a?
I think we were
Across some
driving
trees.
close
We're
to
gonna
where
go
the
into a-
Zeppelin is.
We're gonna get near the Zeppelin and go into a row of trees.
So,
So I don't think we actually need a contact roll, maybe.
Okay, so you're not going someplace to drop off Lennon. You're
just
going
a
to the
moment.
Zeppelin instead.
We're
Alright,
gonna go to the
then
Zeppelin.
you don't need a contacting.
Oh, okay. I didn't roll fantastic, so it's not much of a deal.
Lennon
Would have
is going
been
to disappear in the
fair with
woods.
timing for me.
Okay.
reappear somewhere. And then reappear somewhere else.
Oh,
if you
okay. I
remain
thought maybe you were
a
gonna
while.
put a bullet in the back of my head and bury me out in the woods.
Just
Yeah,
the
these
ambulance
four
is
bullets.
last seen, driving into the woods near town, and after that, the trail disappeared.
So now Jack has got to roll stealth, so we can make you walk and make roll over trees.
Okay.
Where the Zeppelin is.
Good. I'm glad you're not trying to stealth the whole ambulance.
Where are
Yeah,
you
that-
headed, Mr. Lennon?
Hmm?
Where are you headed? Anywhere.
I thought you guys were. I thought you were
I think
dropping
we're-
me off somewhere eventually.
Well, we're going to initially go to Paris
I can.
because I want to have it. I want to give the impression that we're panicked that they found Lennon, and now we're moving further away from Russia.
Okay.
I don't want to go
That's
too
the
far from Russia.
All right. So you want Lennon to be seen in Paris.
Correct.
Okay. So
And
apparently
after-
I'm going to Paris.
So after that, we'll see how much time is left. Because if that bombs, we'll have to go to New York City. And then we'll have to let Lennon go once we show him there. And because he has to get back to Europe.
He has appointments in other locations. So
Yes.
How much
in
time do
about
you have left?
4 days.
Okay, so we're not gonna, if
We can do Paris, but
Yes,
we can't do
Paris.
New York.
yes. So if Ill doesn't bite us in Paris, take the bait and go for Paris, we're gonna have to give up.
Unless we can find out something from the consulate in Zurich.
or are you joining them?
I got a really bad
I'm not
feeling.
sure.
I got a bad feeling.
Having Lennon show up in the consulate.
No.
Having Lennon show up at the consulate would be most amusing.
Yes.
But
It might be a bad idea.
I think
but
it's
would
a bad
still be
idea.
amusing.
Yes.
Annie is taking off the disguises she says want some tea.
Oh, okay.
because we are hopefully out of sight.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to put those guys back on and get Paris.
Nah,
Now, we're gonna have to do the same thing we did in Zurich. We're gonna find a place in Paris, research it, at least everybody can speak language, right?
yes,
Yes.
I've got no problem.
And they, we'll have to do the same thing, go to some institution, put Lennon there,
Okay.
and then suddenly let it leak out that Lennon's there. And then see if the French attack.
Or another Russian one.
Yeah, or, you know, there could be a French connection.
Well, yeah, you're going to get
Yes.
some idea about that.
we already took that connection out, I thought.
We took out the one that was there then, doesn't mean they don't have a new agent.
Or it doesn't mean that Ellis isn't sitting in Paris, for all I know.
Could be, I don't. The odds are not especially
Anyways,
good, but
I'm
he might
heading
be.
up the ladder. I don't
Okay.
know if anyone is joining me.
Oh,
Simon
we're not
evidently
using the
is.
elevator then?
If someone needs the elevator, we can use it.
No, I don't. I mean, I appear like I need the elevator, but I don't really need the elevator.
So I did not roll especially well.
On your stealth?
I mean, for me, it rolled especially
Well, this is just out in the woods, right? Or is this when you're going to the consulate?
well. No, this is out in the woods.
Okay.
So I got that.
Well, you know, maybe one of the badgers out here will see you or something. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anybody out here. The Zeppelin parked specifically in an area where there isn't a lot of traffic.
Traffic.
So trudge on over. Yeah, everyone go up the ladder. That way everyone stays hushed. Everyone's inside. The security guards come back out. Maybe another hush roll.
Yeah, if you're you're basically changing the.
Yeah, roll
That's
better.
hush.
This time I rolled legendary.
Okay.
Would you please pick up my potions just on your way back?
Where is it?
Oh, and it's
It's in
hotel
my hotel
room,
room.
I bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's right.
We can do that.
Okay, we're gonna do that first. Or you forget.
All right.
I.
So you're taking the
Okay,
ambulance
sure.
back into town to his hotel room, going to. I'm not even gonna make you make burglary rolls. I mean, there is a lock on his door, but
But
Not-
he might have given you the key.
Well, usually the key gets stuck downstairs. But
yeah, the key is
At the desk.
at the front desk.
So I'm gonna skip that. But I'm gonna make sure that some knucklehead Russian didn't put a bomb here.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate. I
Go
don't wanna
right
get blown to
ahead.
pieces. And that's a pretty good roll. That could be legendary.
Okay, there is no bomb.
Yay. So open the door, grab the chest.
Okay.
We both walk out.
Right.
Back into the ambulance. Hold the chest. So we don't lose it.
All right.
And we drive over to the consulate.
In the ambulance?
In the end.
Now we're not gonna park in front of the consulate. We're gonna park 3 blocks away.
Okay.
And then Jack's gonna stealth us again. Okay, Jack is gonna stealth us again. Well, it could have been better, but
Okay.
so now we creep on over to the consulate.
Don't need to creep, really. Ordinary walk should be fine.
They'll probably be at least okay with this.
Probably.
Depends on what they're doing. I mean, if they just go into the consulate, beat somebody up, and demand answers.
I'm going off of past experience. It's usually been an hour to 2.
Okay. So, you're at the consulate.
Okay, how many floors is it?
Actually, only the second and third floors of this building are the consulate. The first floor is actually like a rooming area. It's apartments.
Okay.
It's a little weird, but that's how it is.
Okay.
So there's like a stair actually outside of the building. There's a stair that goes up to a door that has like a plaque above it. Russian. Built in. Actually, there's multiple plaques because this is Switzerland.
And every Swiss language and Russian.
And Russian. Yes.
Well, I can either go through a window, go up through the roof, or just walk through the door, which they probably won't spot us probably.
What's current spell?
Legendary. I could figure out how to get.
Nobody's gonna spot you.
Yeah, if somebody has,
Unless there's a shadow or a spirit wandering around, they're not gonna spot you. Legendary.
Yeah. So we'll basically go near the front door and we hope somebody goes in. Wait for 5 minutes. If no one goes in, we'll have to slowly open the door, slowly slip in, slowly close the door. Shadow actually has done this in the first Shadow story.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's, unless there's somebody staring at the door constantly, they won't notice that because you're stealth. All right, so yes, you go up those stairs, there's the door, you go in the door stealthily, and there's like a entry area right here, with a receptionist desk, and behind that there's a door which looks like it probably leads off to a suite of offices. There's somebody sitting at the receptionist desk, about 4 in the afternoon approximately.
My memory is that Jack has actually snuck in here once before.
and I think he followed somebody around outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We followed him back.
Yeah,
to
the agent did not use the front door to come in. So this is a different way of coming in than you came in last time, but
But I do remember where the room was where the agent did go.
yeah.
I'll go there first.
All right. So you go through the door behind the receptionist, you go down a hall, and there's an office.
I'm just keeping my eyes and ears open for anything that seems odd.
There doesn't seem to be anything especially odd.
Just as well.
People working in offices,
Mhm.
basically.
Hand you stethoscope, say, take a listen through the door, I'll look through the keyhole. You get a +1 for the second.
So this is a wooden door with a frosted glass panel in it. Don't really need to. You can see there's somebody. I mean, like an outline of somebody in the office.
I did get on sparring on my looking for the keyhole,
All right.
which is pretty good.
There's somebody sitting there, reading from like a file. folder.
And I got godlike with the stethoscope. I'm sure I can hear him breathing and
Yes.
rustling papers and creak of the floorboards.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
No, he's not talking to anybody right now. Nobody's talking to him. He's the only one in the room.
Not that I've noticed, actually. I mean, I was just listening for a minute or so. Probably not even that long. Just long enough to be pretty sure that there's only one person breathing. in that room.
At one point, you do hear him kind of like, like he's not happy with what he's reading.
So stealthily open the door and creep in. Get
Okay.
behind him, look over his shoulder, see what he's reading.
Well, it's in Russian. Do you read Russian? Okay, good. It appears to be a dossier on a Russian agent. Basically, various evaluations. I mean, it's like supervisor evaluations. And this guy seems to have been competent and Abel, and
Now dead.
Blown to pieces.
and an expert in demolitions, and has successfully assassinated half a dozen people from the various evaluations that this guy's paging through.
And I expect he is now in many pieces.
Yeah, and you would, from reading this, you would expect that you send this guy out to kill somebody and the person's dead. Apparently not in all cases, though, because yeah, I mean, there are enough descriptions of the person. It's the guy that blew himself up.
That was sent.
That was sent, yes.
So this is the guy who blew it.
This is the guy who blew it. Yes, the guy who. Well, I mean, he knocked a bomb into the same room with Lenin that should have immediately gone off and killed Lenin. And everyone else in the room should be dead
Basically
too.
atomized everything in there. So
Yes, everything within like 75 feet of the center of the bomb should have been dead. It should not have been possible, for instance, to dodge away from the bomb if you were right under it, because it was a 2-zone bomb. So it should have worked. Really, it should have. Everybody should have been completely surprised when the bomb entered the room. It was a foolproof plan, except that the doctor was like, and gave away that there was something going on. And
well, the other thing is, you're a fool.
yeah, so I mean,
Never underestimate the creativity of complete fools.
Yes. The problem with thinking something foolproof is the universe keeps on making better and better fools.
anyway, but it was a really good plan, and the guy was expert and did overkill was put into there just to make sure, and so it's fair. Well, okay, both of you make empathy rolls.
Only fair unless I take extra time or roll
Mediocre.
Wow.
Well,
I'll bump it up to good.
Oh.
Just 'cause-
you mean great.
yeah, sorry.
Great is good enough. So this guy, you're pretty sure, has heard of the failure.
Mm-hmm. That's.
That
Kind of.
there must have been an observer somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody saw enough to know that Lenin didn't get killed, but the assassin did. So this guy is trying to look through the assassin's file to see, was he
What could have
incompetent?
possibly gone wrong?
Yeah, what was he incompetent? Was he bought off by Lenin? Was he, what the hell happened? What could have happened?
Yeah.
He's being
With
very thorough, and
a little side order of.
he's also super unhappy about this.
You need to find out that it was somebody's fault other than mine. Whatever.
Absolutely, yeah. Whose fault was it? Obviously, the assassin's. Let's find something in his file which tells me that it was his fault. That he's a screw up, or he's not
even
very.
had a tendency to a certain particular sort of subtle error.
Yes, and he's not finding anything. I mean, you're reading this over his shoulder. This guy was good. Literally, he was good. So he would be able to assassinate just about anybody.
So I pull out the Beretta and put it to the side of his head, and I put my hand over his mouth, and I say, make one sound, this is Russian, and I'm going to shoot. Do you understand? If you understand, nod.
This is an intimidation attempt, I'm assuming. Roll intimidation. And you haven't done a strength thing yet, so
No.
this is just a regular intimidation.
I know. Oh,
And you're breaking stealth to do this, otherwise I can't hear you.
yeah.
Which means I'm breaking stealth.
Well,
too,
yes.
As I understand it, these two are still dressed as the Russian guard.
They are.
Yes.
Okay.
No reason to take time to change clothes.
So is the doctor there with him too?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm having tea.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
As well,
With Lennon?
No.
Oh, well, that was unfortunate.
Is that -4?
-3.
Yeah.
So he's doing whatever you said. He was just completely taken out by this. I mean, he had a chance to not be taken out,
No.
but no, with a -3.
Oh.
he's-
And the fate point on the best there is.
okay.
So I say, yeah, this guy was actually pretty good. But you really think that Lenin would have not the best bodyguards in Russia with him? I'm going to take my hand away from your mouth now so you can answer that question. If you say something other than an answer to that question, I will shoot you, and then I will find out your family, and I will start shooting them. Take my hand away.
Okay. I don't know. I was told that it was an imposter, but he still must be killed. And even if it was Lenin, that would have meant he had to escape and might not have had his normal bodyguards, all of whom are dead right now.
Oh, not all of them are dead.
But I was told that all of them are dead right now.
Yes, that was the illusion we did want to create. I'm using deceit, by the way.
Okay, well, make a deceit roll. Wow, this guy is going really badly.
Gosh darn.
So you're pretty sure he believes you.
So, who gave the order to you to kill the creator of the great Soviet Union?
I was told that it was an imposter, so nobody gave the order to kill Lenin. I got the order to kill the Lenin imposter, and I don't know where the order came from. It came via a secure channel, and the proper code words were used. So,
I will mutter in Jack's ear in
it would have had to have come from what is the internal
the GRU.
the GRU.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it was called then.
Mutter very, very softly.
Actually, it's
in
the
Mandarin.
NKVD at this
We
point.
want to know
Because
about
yeah, they
the
changed the
secure
name so many
channel and how
times
often they
in
change
that
the
your
codes.
time period. Anyway, so yes, this wouldn't have come from military intelligence. It would have come from the NKVD.
How often do they change their codes?
Monthly.
Okay. When was the last time the code was changed?
About 4 weeks ago.
So monthly,
It's currently the 29th.
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago, okay.
15th of the month.
So it's possible that somebody could have intercepted the code and then sent a bogus
Right.
message.
I don't think that's possible. No. and very secure codes.
Just like this is a very effective assassin.
Apparently not against the best bodyguards money can buy, or whatever.
As I said before, do you think Lennon would have anything less?
Not normally, but A, I thought it was an imposter, someone impersonating Lenin, and B, I was told that all of Lenin's bodyguards were dead.
Well,
Basically, anybody whose primary loyalty was to Lenin was dead.
they did an excellent job, but they forgot a few. Where two of them? There are more. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. Unless I can think of anything else to ask you. I'm looking at you.
I need to scribble a note because and I could do it in English
Hello?
because this guy's not going to see it.
Good in Mandarin, you'll even have a harder time figuring it
That's
out.
good. So just asking, was there anyone outside of Russia proper who could have used the secure channel and the standard codes to send this order? Trying to figure out if there's any chance that this could have been ordered by someone who wasn't in Russia when they sent the order.
You already kind of answered that, but believe me, that couldn't be. What are the chances that a non-Russian sent this order to you?
Or a Russian agent not current.
I don't believe that a non-Russian could have sent this.
How about
There are ways to.
A double agent.
The level that this had to come from, I don't believe it's possible that there's any double agents that far up in the hierarchy.
And presumably he's telling the truth on that
Yes.
one. Okay.
Notice he said, I don't believe.
Yeah. He could be wrong. In fact, I know of at least one case of someone at a very high level where he is wrong. But
Don't
no, I
correct him.
strongly suspect.
Don't correct him.
Different,
wasn't
different
playing.
organization anyway.
Deal.
So, is that it? Are you leaving
I
now?
can't think of any other questions.
You're not there.
No, I'm not there. I have to do research.
Okay.
So he is technically taken out from a
His resolve
his resolve.
is,
So I'm going to take him out.
There's composure
in
track.
composure
Composure
track,
track.
yes, but it,
So I want to do is I want to take him out in a physical way, but I don't want to kill him. So I want to.
well, when you take somebody out, you say what you're doing to take them out.
Unconscious for several hours,
Yes,
and then just
I'm going to throw him in the closet.
Okay. This guy is not, he's obviously a desk person and not a shadow or spirit.
Out of the gun.
Yeah,
It's like in the
just-
movie, he knocks everyone out.
yeah, smack him in the head. He'll go unconscious for several hours. If that's what you're taking out is.
Yep, that's my taking out is drag him over, throw him in the closet.
He is considered a named character, so he
Mhm.
doesn't just die.
right. I think it might actually serve our purposes if he can tell his story, just not right away.
Okay.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So re-stealthing and leaving, is that the plan? All right.
I'll write in Chinese. Let's look for bugs.
Good point.
Wow, that's a good investigation, bro. She'll use it from herself.
That's a wash. What I'm going to do under the circumstances is just take, how long would it take to check the whole office?
We're gonna do
for
half.
listing
You do half, I'll do
Right, okay. So, once I
Um,
know, how long will it take to check half the office for phones or other concealed devices?
4 minutes. FaceTime.
Okay, that's like 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'll use a fake point rather than next shift.
Yeah, because next shift is 15 minutes. That's starting to take-
That is awe-inspiring for sight, hearing, and touch.
And what did you get?
And,
Awe-inspiring.
Isn't it obvious?
All right. So whichever one of you is investigating the desk, he's got a phone on it. But there's like an extra wire going from the phone into his desk, and when you pull the bottom drawer out, you see there's a recording device. It's a wire recorder, and it's running.
Okay, turn it off, take the wire off. Take it with us.
All right.
I don't want somebody to analyze the voice and try to figure out something about it.
Okay.
Also, it's always possible there will be some information of use to us earlier on the reel.
Mhm.
Not likely, maybe, but enough of a chance to take it.
There's also the question of how many generations of use can Andy recover?
Yeah, I didn't have any mad scientists around. So that would be the stuff.
Okay. All right.
Should be entirely. I think we might have just knocked out and locked in a closet the person with the best alertness in the whole embassy. So
No.
best investigation in the whole embassy, maybe. But you're right, might not be
Maybe.
alertness.
No.
Honestly, I would expect him to have the best leadership.
Yeah.
So we kind of do a reverse. We go to the door.
Consulate.
Hi.
Right. Sorry.
Hello. You want to play too? You're the right color.
Sorry, Oreo. No.
Yeah, I think you'd have a hard time bowling the dress.
It would get messy.
All right. You head out.
Right.
Nobody
Might have
notices you at
someone
all.
Yeah, we kind of reverse. Open the office door, sneak out, close it. Sneak by the secretary up front. Go to the main door. Open it. Sneak out.
Go
Close it.
down. Go out to the ambulance.
Get in the ambulance. Ambulance fires up with apparently no one in it. No,
You're leaving stealth on and driving,
No.
so it's all right because that's really weird.
Once the starter goes, Jack is now visible.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a movie topper.
Yeah. Herbie the Love Bug.
Or more likely, I didn't see who was in there when it first started. I must have just not noticed them somehow.
Anyway, all right, and you're driving back to where the
Woods are.
back to where you are going to the Zeppelin. All right.
They were going to be, the sanitarium is going to be sufficiently annoyed at us anyway, recovering their ambulance from a mile or so outside of town will not make it much worse.
All right. What is Annie doing?
Pulling out 2 sticks of dynamite.
Uh,
Going to
investigation.
change the fuse to very long.
Okay.
What are you going to blow up?
Ambulance.
Oh, okay.
That was destroying any physical evidence.
Wow, you're not nice. That's an ambulance. It's used for transporting people in medical need.
It's not normally one
It's
they
got
have.
specialized equipment on
Not anymore.
it. Okay.
I don't want to leave any
The
clues behind.
investigation using
That's true.
forensics.
Okay, what are you
going
investigating
over
in
and wiping
particular?
everything would take longer than blowing it off. You can't stealth the
Because
explosion,
it
but
is
can't have everything.
Easier.
I had to be in the same
we will
zone, I don't
start
like
with
that.
the
Yeah, that's
parts of the mechanism I took from the 2-zone bomb.
All right, you're saying, let's see.
Yes, right there.
This is using forensic medicine,
Yeah.
page 191.
You can't use forensic medicine on a bomb. It's a medicine thing.
Like living.
It's
I
like
thought it was just any sort of forensics check.
No, that's enough. Your skill with science gives you a distinct insight into certain kinds of investigations. When appropriate, you may use your science skill instead of investigation, particularly when the subject involves medical evidence.
Medical evidence.
So you could use it on the.
I could
on
use
the
it-
You
Yes,
could
bits
use it on the
remains,
parts of the
but
dead
not on the
guy
bomb.
that, that were recovered,
Yes.
Okay.
So,
but you can't use it on the bomb.
Okay.
I believe we have.
However, the bomb is definitely inorganic.
Mhm.
Yes.
We do have an ice cream pail the guy's remains. So.
I guess I will start with the pieces of the little guy that I can actually do the forensic medicine.
All right.
Because that'll be easier.
It's the OGPU,
Okay.
There must not be anything
the special commission in the
of interest
OGPU.
because I rolled well. I got epic.
I knew it changed. I mean, it changed like every 2 years.
Pretty close, yeah. 2 years ago, it was the check.
I got epic, and the difficulty is decreased by 2 if it was something that would normally be.
This guy blew himself up.
Yeah.
Kinda knew that. Anything
He
else?
doesn't
did
appear
look it
to
up.
have been poisoned or using any drugs other than he was a cigarette smoker.
Okay.
He wasn't
He was-
drunk.
He was of sound mind and body,
He was
not
of
in an
sound-
altered state of consciousness when
Yes,
he blew himself
when
up.
he blew it, he obviously intended to blow himself up. It wasn't
Okay.
like he was forced to somehow.
Did he
You
have
you
any-
know that he was not, he doesn't have that scarring pattern.
That was what I was about to ask.
So
Okay.
In
He
other
hasn't been-
words, just honest political fanaticism
Yes.
as opposed to.
Did he
torture-based
recently enter here, or was he stationed here a while?
Hmm.
Any kind of
okay,
plant
what
matter?
did you get?
I got epic, and the difficulty is reduced by 2. So it is effectively an awe-inspiring, if that's easier to think of.
Yeah. You would say he just got here.
Okay. He was basically brought in just for this job very recently. Okay,
Yeah,
that tidies that up.
and that would match his dossier. He,
But I don't know anything
Right,
about
we
this
haven't-
dossier.
Here, no, yeah.
So I guess use science to analyze the components that were used in the big bomb, or do I
you need to use
investigation
investigation aided by science.
Okay.
So you get a +1 in investigation.
What's your base on investigation?
So my base on investigation, you don't want to hear.
Would it
yeah.
be mediocre?
No, it's actually average.
Oh wow!
So the goggles
fair.
were good for alertness.
No, they're also investigation.
Okay.
Science is alertness, science is investigation.
Okay, so then it's not.
Its base is superb.
All
I
right,
assume it doesn't get the +1 because
No.
I can't aid it when I'm already using
that's
science.
correct. Yes, but it gives you superb, so that's a lot better.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely
I
better.
see some boxes there.
+3, so that would be
does her
legendary.
and does her
Inorganic science. okay?
does her
Yeah, I mean this is this your inorganic chemistry will help you here.
Okay.
so that makes it godlike.
All
I
right.
believe, yeah.
Okay, every single part from this bomb was sourced from Germany.
Oh.
It was built by a Russian. You can tell.
It's that subtle.
Well, it is incredibly subtle. No normal person would know that this was built by a Russian. You would need at least what was it?
He was trying to.
You would need at least epic to because yeah. So you would need at least Epic to realize that this was built by a Russian.
Right?
But you
Exceeded that.
exceeded that by quite a bit. So you're like, yes, this is definitely built by a Russian, trying to make it look like it was a German
doing it.
doing it.
Okay.
That's interesting.
And that's why he sourced all the parts from Germany.
Okay, well, put the seed
No, that's
that
the
was
big bomb, right?
recovered from.
That's the
That's
two-zone
the big-
bomb, yes.
that's
What
what
about
the-
the bomb vest?
I don't think there was enough left, was there?
Simon found some
There were
pieces.
Simon found pieces.
I mean, pieces this big,
Bomb switch remnants, couple of pressure switches.
I
pieces
guess
this
I'll
big,
look.
Then
Found a bunch of
it
bomb
didn't
discs.
vaporize everything, it just blew it to bits. Well,
So
that's not godlike.
No, that is not godlike. That would be great.
Fantastic, I think.
Fantastic.
You can take
Yeah.
your time.
Oh, and
Fantastic.
by the way,
Breaking up.
the two-zone bomb was built by a demolitions expert.
Yep.
You could tell. Somebody who knew their
Knew
stuff.
Their stuff. It would be a fantastic.
Built by the same person as the two-zone bomb.
But probably wasn't trying to hide the.
Yeah, it was not. This was not all sourced from Germany or anything weird like that. But it was built by a demolitions expert.
With some of the same
Yeah.
signature things.
Obviously, multiple triggers is a little unusual, but this person apparently was that kind of
The
person.
Did you find bits of belt and suspenders?
Yes, I was just going to ask that question.
Get cleaned up. Put the recovered C away in a safe location,
Okay.
and go join the tea party.
A tea party. All right.
Take the C and make it into billiard balls and surprise everyone?
No, terrible idea.
Well, it depends on who you're playing billiards with now.
Hey,
doesn't
It's
it?
still a bad idea.
Kirkin.
Well, I think it would be hard to hit the C hard enough with a pool cue to set it off.
Hey, Kirkin, you get first shot.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you can do it with nitrocellulose.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Didn't they actually make billiard balls?
Yes,
from
they did.
nitrocellulose?
Yes, they did.
Which
This is
rarely
really
exploded.
stupid.
Throwing them in the fireplace was a bad idea.
I
No?
would think so. Yeah.
They were popular in the West
Yes, they were.
until they blew up,
Yeah,
at which point a number of bars resulted in massive gunfights.
that is true.
Okay.
Well, they're looking for a substitute for ivory, and that's what they came up with.
Yeah, it was really a bad idea. Anyway, so you're done with your
I'm done with
investigations.
the investigations.
Um,
Share the information and wait for the two guys to get back.
Yes, I'm at the tea party also.
Why not?
This is one of the places I know I can get good tea around here.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, it is European tea. Some of it might even be from the Orient.
Probably you've got a major domo who's got some contacting skill himself. He could, am I right?
The major domo is mostly leadership. Skilled with empathy, and we go all over the world. So
Yeah, wouldn't be that difficult to pick up some particularly good Chinese. So at some point,
at some point,
anybody
these
who's
two
paying
return.
enough attention might hear another explosion in the distance before.
well,
Uh,
if Jack is blowing up the ambulance with 2 sticks of dynamite, yes. the people in the Zeppelin hear
Yes.
an explosion. They don't know what's causing the explosion unless you're telling them ahead of time that you're blowing up the ambulance.
Right before I light the fuse, I'm going to say, we're back. You're going to hear a very loud explosion. We're on our way.
And
Okay.
he just pauses.
Jack,
Oh well. Go over, lower the ladder.
All right. Boom. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to make any rolls or whatever for this. You did a very long fuse and set it off, and 2 sticks of dynamite will. I mean, there's going to be like a part of the chassis will survive it.
Sure, but
But-
we didn't.
And
we
the engine
didn't
block.
Yeah.
leave- we
But
didn't
most of
leave
the ambulance is
fingerprints on
destroyed
the-
now.
on
You're not
the-
worried about. I mean,
on
unless
the frame or
somebody
that
gets
or-
godlike on their investigation on the ambulance. You're not worried about people finding any evidence.
Well, the only one who's going to get godlike on that would be a Shadow or a Centurion.
So
And if ill turns
you're back
out-
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
I guess we're going to
go-
Paris.
Go tell them to make course for Paris.
Okey-dokey.
And
Is there a way that we can contact institutions in Paris to try to find a place to go? Via the radio?
is there a Paris Century Club?
There is.
We could
It's
probably-
oddly called the Paris and Marseille Century Club, even though it's just in Paris.
Okay. But we could contact them by radio and ask somebody to do
You
some
absolutely could.
preliminary, like
I think that maybe we should not contact anybody who's a Centurion because we don't want people to know that we can do that. Because it breaks our cover that we're just Russian bodyguards protecting.
yeah, that's the point.
I
What-
would
Right,
not
What
even
pistol
try to-
pistol
to
did you
dispute.
use to shoot that truck?
I used a European weapon, a Beretta.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the hand cannon you favored.
No.
Okay.
Don't even know if I should have shot it or not, but it just looked.
It got shot.
It got shot.
The GM made a point of checking whether or not we were going to notice it.
That's
Could
not
have
a
been a red
knowledge.
herring, but I know. I'm speaking as player, not character. My suspicion is that it was not completely irrelevant. Not the mechanical equivalent of an innocent bystander.
Okay.
Probably should have investigated it, but oh well.
We were in a hurry. I'm
But I
concerned
just
about the
looked at it, if we had the real Lennon there, we would be more concerned about his safety than
True enough.
investigating that.
Yep.
So it's going to take about 12 hours to go from.
Where we
Zurich
are.
to
Zurich
Paris.
Okay.
That's fine. If we were using ground transport and going by circuitous routes, it would take at least that long. So
What we need to do when we get to Paris is we need to prepare rumors that talk about how a mysterious person in the such and such sanitarium vanished, and how there was a huge explosion. We basically have to try to whet people's interest that yes, this was indeed something important. This is Jack saying.
So as you're
Yeah.
traveling, it goes from the 29th to the 3rd.
Yeah.
So
Unless anyone has any other ideas.
why do we assume Ill is potentially in the area?
The only reason we have to assume ill is in the area is the fact that if Lennon is truly alive, that means he failed. Which is a ding on his rep. And he will want to correct that.
And I assume we shared what we found, so you told
yeah,
us that
right.
Yeah.
If the Russians were convinced it's an imposter,
Yep. And also that trail probably goes cold because at least the guy at the consulate is pretty damn sure that the order must have come from inside Russia.
look to John go. Is there any way that we're ever going to convince the Russians that it wasn't an imposter?
Well, they have his body. So, I mean, they could just go look at the body, and, I mean, it's
Well,
not
then
like
we-
a lot of people are going to be able to investigate the body. They don't let just
Yeah.
anybody, I mean, they let everybody walk by
Right.
it, but nobody is going to be, like, poking and prodding and seeing if there's any makeup or whatever. There are, like, 3 people who can do that.
Mhm.
And so those 3 are going to be like, no, this is Lenin. We know, and he's dead. He's right here. He's dead. So there are some people you're just not going to be able to
Can't
convince.
possibly
I,
convince that the real.
I wanted to ask because if anyone would know whether this was possible, I figured it would be you.
So yeah, and those are very hot 3, very high up in the political area.
So
Maybe we should steal the body.
Difficult to do without going back
we
into
could do it.
Russia.
But you would have a hard time because once you entered Russia, Baba Yaga would know.
Okay. I'll give you my device. You can go there, grab the body, and come back.
Possibility.
what does this buy us?
Confusion.
Well, that nobody can then go verify that Lenin's dead body is still there.
That's what it gives us.
And while somebody has probably already done that,
Mm-hmm.
because once they hear that Lenin is
They-
in
they
Zurich,
couldn't-
they're going to do that.
Right.
They're going
But
to
they
make
couldn't- would have done that.
absolute. They would have done that. They would have
But
made
they
absolutely
couldn't
certain he
prove
was.
that by
Lenin
showing
and
someone else the
Yes,
body.
but after
if the
that,
body has
it's like,
disappeared.
Well, I verify it. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Of course, I'm sure. And then they have an argument. There's already a lot of confusion. I'm certain.
There is
Yes, I have an
only
argument.
then one way to do this that causes them to think that Lenin might still be alive.
What's that?
Steal the body, have me make a bad clone, and then put the bad clone there. So that when someone
No,
goes back and checks,
Right.
it's not his body. But could very easily
But could
Be-
fool most
All right. So you're going to
but,
make something that they can with enough examination, taking their time, would go, this isn't Lenin, but I can see why you thought it
That
was. That's a very narrow range.
Yep. No, it's not. I can grow the body, but I don't know where all of the scars and stuff were, and so
Well, if you get, well,
it would be difficult. I agree.
you would actually have to probably get the body to look at it
I
very
would
carefully.
like to take this. Okay.
Okay.
It's a Malvern.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
I was seeing if the boy could be distracted.
Worth try.
Well, probably should have done this to begin with. Oops.
It is a good idea, though.
It's a grand idea.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, the reason that they said this is an imposter is because they've got Lenin's dead body right there, and they looked at it and went, "This is a dead Lenin."
Okay, so if we give them a very good copy, eventually they'll go back and look at it again,
So
and then they'll find it's a copy.
So before we go through all of that complication, and yes, it would be a lot of complication.
Yeah.
Is this something that we think would be worth that amount of effort?
Yes.
Well,
Because
Jack does because he's absolutely obsessed with it. I would agree with him if I thought that Ill might go on another Spanish flu kind of rampage. I don't think he will, though the thing he did in New York City was bad. It wasn't Spanish flu level bad. If I thought he was going to do another one of those kinds of things, anything would be worth it. Anything at all. Because 60 million people died because of his,
One man.
well, two men. He had somebody who was mentoring him at the time. He was the assistant, basically.
The Sun Shadow's masterwork.
What do you say, Simon?
What do
We've
you say,
already
Orion?
shown a lot of confusion. And this would be a considerable amount of work.
Yeah, we've already damaged Ill's reputation at least somewhat. There
Yeah,
will be rumors going around for years that he had failed with the assassination of Lynn.
Well,
And there's already
The
Harding. He failed with the assassination of Harding.
Put it this way: no body. So, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, given some of the rumors coming out of Russia, I'm kind of inclined to do it just because of the confusion it will engender in the leadership of Russia. The confusion and the additional fracturing of leadership.
which achieves what?
Well, there are some people in the hierarchy very high up who you do not want to be taking over. There's
Okay.
this one guy, his name is Joseph Stalin. Oh my God. He is horrifying.
Okay.
So if we fracture it, it makes it easier for me to pick off individuals and make sure that the worst of them aren't the ones who end up being in charge.
Okay.
That
If
sounds
you want
like
this-
potential benefit.
That
to the whole
sounds
world.
like it would prevent unnecessary violence.
You want this Stalin guy dead? Just let me know.
How about you? What do you think? And you as
You're the
well,
one-
Mr. Andrew.
I'm beginning to feel like catching eel is a long shot, but long shots sometimes work.
I am
I'm willing to put in more effort, but this would be your effort primarily.
Yes.
You know, Rick might be able to help you. He's actually got some medical skills, but I think he's the only one here who could even be of assistance.
We get the odds to exactly what we need to want.
What?
going to get the odds to exactly a million to one.
I don't even know how to estimate the odds.
There's an equation for that.
I was going to say, I will defer that question to other people present who might.
Well, they're in a spot when you need them.
Yeah, not born yet. Even if we are in the right universe for him to eventually come into existence.
Would the same sort of fracturing happen by just stealing the body?
Not precisely.
Not as
I mean, if you can point at this and say, "No, you idiot, this isn't Lenin,"
okay.
that
Yes,
causes more dissension and arguing, and
Okay.
as opposed to, "Well, yeah, I don't believe you," or whatever. I mean, it's.
It also makes Ill find out eventually that now they're convinced it's not Lenin. And if he were to go there himself and examine it, he would also find that it's not Lenin, which would be further motivation for him to try to find Lenin.
No.
So the problem
He
with this
wouldn't
is
believe Lenin
that
is still
he would look
alive.
at the body and go, "This is not the body I killed," unless we start dealing with the same,
No.
biological agents that he was using. And I don't think we want to do that.
No.
because they are super dangerous.
I certainly would prefer not to take that risk. Not just for our sakes,
No.
but anybody in the vicinity if anything goes wrong.
Baba Yaga forswore any of us returning to, except of course John Doe,
Yes.
to Russia.
Actually, Ivan Ivanov,
Yes.
Yeah.
because he is Russian.
So apart from
And
sending-
Peter Petrovsky. Okay, I have two Russian identities.
How useful. Unless the two of you happen to be at the same concert at the same time.
You can do that. You can disguise
Right.
somebody else as one and
yeah,
control the other.
Petrovsky or Ivanov
Anyway.
as needed.
Anyway, so the only way we could pull this off without Baba Yaga showing up chicken-legged hut,
Well, that's why he was going to give me his special device,
yeah,
have me go there, get the
That's
body,
what I was
drop
going
off
to
the
say.
other body, and then come back.
If I have to make a body without one copy, that would make it
Oh,
more
that's
difficult.
right. I'd have to go there, get the body, bring it back. Then you duplicate the body. Then I'd bring back the duplicate,
Yes.
That would be,
which would mean that there wouldn't be a body there for a while.
yep, several hours.
Well, you do it at night.
Still,
Still
Or-
a guard, but
Okay. The thing is,
yeah.
The problem
thing
is,
is
I
though-
think it's still lying in state,
oh,
it's
that's a little.
and
as in-
so it's got guards. And I'm not as good at stealth as you are, and I think they'd notice if the body wasn't there for several hours.
It seems
okay,
like
Yeah.
then I'm sorry, that plan won't work.
Okay.
you have to do a okay, then we have to do. We either have to try to make a copy without the original, or we just take the body,
I can do that.
which
Obviously.
they will notice. But you know, the point is, if they try to say, "Well, go back and verify it," they're not going to be able to
Right.
do that, which will cause confusion.
I can try and make it without the original, but it'll be much less.
Yeah, I don't have any like biological material that I could give you. I mean,
So-
what I could do is go get a little bit of Lenin and bring it back if that's good enough. Or I could just, we can just take the body and then
Take the body, causes furor and,
Alright.
and
if I'm going to do that, I
Havoc.
would like some sort of containment bag to put it in because I'm worried that it's still contagious.
How about we put a hazmat suit around you,
the
Okay, that's fine.
and then when you come back, you go into a secure area first, and then
Here's-
pop out of that.
here's the you should let me finish the idea.
Okay.
We steal the body.
Mhm.
This sows confusion, yes, and all
Right.
that. And it's going to take several hours before or possibly days before the copy is ready.
Mhm.
And when it's ready,
Ah,
it gets returned and found somewhere else. So we're not trying to make a swap. We're stealing the body.
and then the body is found a few hours later or the next day in some semi-plausible place.
As an investigator, I would say that the trail of evidence was broken.
I don't see the value of having the body found someplace else.
Because returning it to the coffin, the glass coffin that it's in,
It's in a
would
glass
be
coffin
impossible. Yes.
Yeah, so it can be
and probably metal edging on it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, but that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
Sounds like
don't. I'm pretty sure they're worried about
Contaminant.
contagion as well. So
sounds
it's,
like an
it's probably
idea
sealed
half
away.
formed.
But,
You don't have to then grab the whole thing, bring it, container it all.
Okay, that's a little
No,
awkward,
no,
but
no,
if
there's an
I could
easier
probably do that.
Yeah.
And then if you wanna go the
Well,
extra
Andy has a
mile,
thought.
Give me a couple hours, I'll just come up with a way to destroy all biological tissue between the two plates, and you put the two plates in position and it.
So destroy the body is
Yep.
what you're saying. Okay, I can do
That's
that.
the point.
Okay,
That would
but-
save Stepson from stealing it.
yeah, the thing is that it doesn't give you the impact of having it gone, because having it gone is a mystery.
Well, what she's saying is it's gonna be gone.
You mean vaporizing every single atom?
No,
Well, every
just
single
destroying all organic molecules.
cell. So there'd be like dust.
But you have dust stuff.
Yeah.
It's much better to have a big nothing.
Well-
it's a big nothing. You're screwed. You don't know what to do. You can't
So,
investigate anything.
so I
Okay,
pick
Jack.
up the glass coffin and come back with that, is what you're saying.
Well, that's just one man's opinion here. I just want to.
I have no opinion on this. I mean,
I think it would be.
I just like, well, I do have the one opinion that I don't want to touch the dead body.
Yes.
That's the reason.
I don't usually, it's not that I'm squeamish.
You also have the opinion that this Joseph Stalin guy would be somebody you don't want to see in charge.
I have done analyses of every single person at the top of the political hierarchy, and he is one guy you absolutely do not want in charge.
I think that destroying the body is probably a reasonable way to cause confusion. Yes, the guards will be able to attest that the body went through a rapid decomposition and all that's left is this dust, but
Either way, we have to
Or how good a
destroy
picture of Lenin can we
the
get?
body. Otherwise, we're
Give me
stuck.
some time. I
with a
can
body.
draw an extremely good picture of Lenin. Why do you
Why?
ask?
Well,
replace it with an illusion,
yeah.
a hologram.
Well, I can take care of the illusion part.
Okay.
If we leave a body behind, we want it to be able to be examined and not be close to Lenin, but not thin.
Okay, Jack, my thought is he takes along this thing that leaves an illusion of that Lenin's body is still there. Swipes Lenin's body.
Yeah.
She creates the
Ah,
then after the duplicate is done,
the illusion is to cover the absence while the convincing but not quite convincing enough.
While a forgery is
duplicate
made.
Well,
Right.
why do you need a drawing? Just look at me.
well, that's true. I'm not thinking about that.
I look precisely
Yep.
like Lenin.
Yeah.
Yep,
No
'cause I
one
wasn't
can
thinking.
tell the difference between me and Lenin right now. Well,
Scott
okay,
wasn't thinking.
Edgy could. He'd have to look at me for quite a while.
And it would
Bill might
help
be able
if I
to
had any
look at you for a long
familiarity
time.
with the actual Lenin, which, never met the guy. But yes, I suppose I have good enough investigative skills
If
to
you took
spot
your time and
something
put a
fishy.
+4 on the roll,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
could do it.
Yes.
Between your focused senses and,
Mhm.
and
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any
But-
idea what Lenin's blood type is?
No.
Just
It would
asking.
be I can see how it'd be really helpful to have at least a sample. I
I
like
was
Simon's
hoping.
idea of covering the absence. if it
That's
could
not
be
something
done
I
in
ever
2 hours.
investigated. I'm sorry.
It would have only been convenient. That's fine.
so. I like the way you think, Simon. I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, I will go start putting
Excuse me for a
together the
moment.
lab equipment I will need in order to. First, putting together the body bag, but
Right.
also the lab equipment.
Yeah, the illusion idea does cut way down on the risk of steal the body, create a duplicate, which will take at least a few hours and then put the duplicate in place.
Yep.
An illusion that the body was there all along would fool hopefully enough of, almost everyone involved for long enough.
We didn't consider an obvious choice.
What's
What?
that?
Oh,
We've
no,
got-
you're not gonna say that. No,
I
we're not gonna do that.
Don't think
Okay,
he's gonna
there's a-
sign off
The
on that
real problem with
idea.
that,
Apart from his germophobia?
Would
Nope.
be he'd have to pretend to be dead that
Yeah.
that's not the real problem.
Yeah.
He's the only one that can come and go.
He's the only one that can come and go. So,
I know.
Boy.
He'll disguise you like Lennon, then we'll kill you, put you there, and then revive you. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not buying into this whole reviving someone afterwards.
after several hours.
Yeah. Even I have.
That's
I
pure
think
science fiction.
I have dealt with the dead in certain ways more than anyone else here, and I'd rather not take that risk, even knowing for certain that something of me would survive no matter what went wrong. I'd rather not. I don't think anybody else here is any more willing to die and risk the reviving part not working.
So I am going to first go to my lab and create or find a bag that
Simon, here's your trunk.
can be
Thank
used for safely containing the body.
We are not going to
If I
put
spend
John
a
Doe in the
fate
coffin.
point, do I happen to have such a container?
What?
If I spend a fate point, do I happen to have such a
Yes.
container? I would have probably spent it on a roll. Here you go.
Not unreasonable that Annie would have something like that in a storage lot.
Yes.
That's why I allow Brett to spend a fate point and say, yes, I have that.
And I will sit down with my potions chest and John Doe and
Okay.
proceed to probably starting with a really good mirror.
I was thinking mirror.
All right.
After
So
the
mirror is your
reflection.
base item.
Mirror is my base item.
And
It's gotta be mediocre cost.
anything I could do to help.
Oh, probably.
Jack, when we get to Paris, you're going to
So
have to
so this
take
is a
side jump.
silver mirror.
Yep.
Doing what?
recovering a body from the morgue.
Ah, okay.
You'll have to check medical records once I have his blood type.
All right.
Oh, let's start with next one. No, I said better. I
That's
do
not
better
better.
than that. It's the same.
Well,
I'm being picky.
yeah, I know, but I mean, this is
Practice makes perfect.
the mirror, even though it's like silver and very nice, it's only good. So you're only going to grate, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I want some overflow to make it more convincing.
Oh, I thought you meant we're trying to get the time down, but you
No.
have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I mean, we just took a couple hours of discussion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to take another, 10 hours to get to Paris.
Yep. So that gets me to there. And I'll throw that at it. I'm gonna do this for now. Do something about that one at some point.
Aspect that doesn't work as well as it used to.
An aspect that's going to be not true in a couple of months.
Okay. What aspect is that?
Eligible bachelor.
Oh, yes. Well,
It's
Yeah,
probably
probably
nothing
not
ventured,
relevant
nothing
to
gained.
this role.
in what, 4 months? Something
Like
yeah.
that. So a godlike.
Your role was godlike.
My role is godlike.
Does that mean I'd have to hit awe-inspiring to
No.
be able to give a further bonus? What's the...
Oh,
if I'm
just
trying to
if
assist
you
it.
want to try to assist, and I have a target in mind.
That
Not
isn't gonna.
Okay, that doesn't reach the target.
I'm sure it doesn't.
For those viewing, he rolled a -3.
Wedding, 8th June.
Okay, so yeah,
About 5, no, a little more than 4 months away.
that's what I said. Well, okay, I said 4 months, but I was not trying to be precise.
Yes, I said close enough, not being picky over the boy,
Wow.
that's
Please stop
not
rolling
gonna
poorly, unless you just want to give up.
Not yet.
So are you taking the full 8 hours, or are you using
I'm
any of
using the
that?
full 8 hours.
Okay.
And that gets me to -1.
That's not good
Yes,
enough. I
and
will
yes,
tell you that
I-
right
yeah. I am inclined to give up because so
Okay.
far I am improving
Sure.
by 1 shift for every 8 points spent.
So Edgy tries to help, but does not aid you. So
Okay.
it's still
Yeah.
godlike.
Otherwise, may well suffice for this job.
Godlike will probably suffice as long as nobody really thinks to take a good look.
Or ask somebody else with really out of the ordinary mystery skills to take a good look.
And so you're using overflow to make a more convincing
Right.
hologram, but this isn't
Right.
really a hologram, it's a projection.
Yeah,
A more convincing
the
image.
mystery's illusion.
A mystery's illusion.
Yeah.
All right.
As opposed to a science-based. I'm not sure where a princess projector would come in.
So
Natural ability.
that's 8 hours later, which means it's about 1 or 2 in the morning, something
Right.
like that.
And he's gone.
Okay.
Because I want to be awake in the morning.
So we should wait.
Awake in the morning? How conventional.
Yes.
We get to Paris
Well,
about
that's
4
true.
a.m.
Between Jack's sleep cycle and Simon's
Um,
sleep cycle, might as well have someone be conventional.
Yeah, we're anchoring somewhere outside of Paris.
Yep.
Over Paris.
I'm actually skipping sleep this night.
Okay.
Much to do.
Um,
Fortunately, I can do it about 10.
I'm getting about 4 hours of sleep myself, and then yeah, this should work. Okay, so I'm taking this mirror.
Yep.
I'm gonna go in this isolation suit or whatever it's called.
Right.
Using your device, and you explain to me how it works. And so I take the device and the mirror.
And
I
the bag.
know where Lennon is going to be laying in state. I've been there many times. I go there, replace Lennon's body with the mirror, which you told me how to activate
Yep.
it, I assume.
Yep.
Unless it's always active, but that would be weird.
No.
Probably
then
either
I
half a particular
teleport away.
place or
Yeah.
whisper one word.
Now you're in the giant glove box.
Okay. I don't think I need to make any roll to teleport. As long as it's somewhere that I'm familiar with, I can teleport there. That's Boy, that's good. All right. Okay.
Is it the tireless stuff that's go without sleep, without penalty when you need to?
Yeah, that's later.
Yes.
That's on my list too, but I think I need to make a list.
All right.
Yeah.
So, we teleport there unnoticed.
Or sorry.
We hope you return
So,
some.
now before you leave, there may be guards around.
I know there's gonna be guards there.
So you can do two things. You can just try to stealth, or you can make like a knockout bomb that you can let off a bunch of
Well, I
gas.
just used stealth,
Okay. Okay.
and I got legendary stealth.
I like that.
So,
And you have stealth stunts, right?
no.
Oh.
But I'm not moving.
True.
I'm teleporting right to where I need to be.
Right. Well, as long as they don't have a reason to use investigation, you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they have a reason to use investigation, you don't have stealth stunts, there is a penalty.
Wow. Okay. Apparently, one of them was asleep. there were 3 guards in the area.
Well,
one of them
one-
rolled a -1, one of them rolled a +1, and the other rolled a -4. On their alertness
Yeah.
to notice me.
Leaning against the wall and dropped
So-
off.
So none of their alertnesses were triggered. Obviously, not the guy who was sleeping.
I was gonna say he was out taking a crap, but
He was leaning up against a wall, asleep. Because who's going to do something with a dead body? Why are we stationed here? This is stupid. Anyway, so that's not. Okay, I've achieved getting the body.
Tempting as it might be to write idiot on his forehead.
Yeah, no, I am not leaving any evidence.
Yeah,
that
I agree. I'm just,
that I was there. Right, yeah. I'll use that as a pry bar. Open it up, get the body, put it in the mirror, activate it, close it back up again, and then pick up Lennon's body. Apparently, I'm very weak and can't pick up Lennon's body. I rolled a -3 on my might.
That could have been better.
Yeah. Sure. There. And now I'm back. Well, actually, I put it in the bag as well.
yeah.
lift with your legs.
So now you are back with a bagged body and
Yes.
Simon's mirror illusion thing
Is in place. It looks just like Lennon is still there.
Would Annie have told anyone before going to bed where would be the most convenient for her place for the body to be left?
There is
Probably.
Like, just on this table.
Well,
here
it doesn't
or
really
something
matter. It's in
simple like that.
it's in a bag that's not going to be letting anything out. So,
Sure.
I mean,
It's in the guest area.
yeah, it's in the guest
shared
area.
guest area.
Right. I'm not going to try to go bypass any alarms or
That's
anything
the
like that
point.
to deal
That's
with
the
this.
point. You have
Just going to
to.
leave it outside Annie's suite or something. Wherever is someplace I know it's safe for me to be without triggering anything.
The guest area.
The guest area, yes. And then I take off my suit and go back to bed. Yes.
Since Jack's not sleeping, and I just go.
Went just fine.
Glad to hear it.
Nobody noticed me. Apparently, one of the guards was asleep. The other two didn't even like turn their heads. Nothing
Well,
happened.
Soviet efficiency at work.
Well, I mean, they're guarding a dead body. Unless somebody comes in through the door, they're not really thinking that someone's just going to teleport in right by the dead body.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
So, it's the morning of the 30th.
What day of the week?
It is a Wednesday.
Okay.
Take the body back to my lab, put it in an isolation area, blood samples, so I know the blood type.
Okay.
Yeah, it's type what?
It's
Human.
even, so it's science. I assume a test for blood type is pretty trivial, even on a dead
When
body.
did they start typing blood?
Early 1900s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before World War One,
Yes.
certainly. It's
Okay.
credited with having
They-
saved a lot of soldiers. that
Yeah, they started doing transfusions in World War One,
Okay.
if I remember.
So superb results.
That's well more than
More
you need
than
to
enough.
type blood. Because if you needed superb,
Mhm.
no one would ever get their blood typed.
Yep.
I suspect that reliably getting it right would be no more than fair with ordinary
Bring
with the
that
medical technology
information
now.
to Jack.
Like an
Is
mediocre
this
average.
something that at this
Average,
time would
probably.
generally be
There's
recorded
certainly
for
worse
someone in the
things
morning?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What?
Well,
I mean, it would be in his hospital records,
But in the morgue, I don't think they really care.
what they care about is what killed the person.
Mhm.
It's not like they're going to be giving him a transfusion after his
No.
death.
If they were trying to identify a body, they might have done the blood type.
but there was at the time no confusion as to who
Yeah,
this
They
was.
knew it was Len.
Right.
No, that's not what I'm asking you. In the Paris morgue, if we wanted a body with the same gender and blood type,
Ah.
is that
No
something
idea
that
when-
would be doable, or would someone with medicine actually need to go there and test?
Yes.
Someone with medicine would do it.
Yes.
It means that you're coming with
Okay.
me.
Put together
Or Rick's coming with me.
can we put together something that would allow for the blood test?
It
You
only
could-
takes a couple drops of blood, a small microscope, and the reagents.
I should have the reagents.
Yeah.
That's
The microscope should be on the premises.
Yeah.
If I provide Rick the reagents, he should be able to find a body.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. And I will go. I will ask the two of them to get me such a body, and I will go back to the lab and do some tests to try and figure out if there is still any active biological hazard associated with the body.
Okay.
I have been assuming there is so far.
All right.
Now I am going to find out.
Okay.
Just for chat, what you're looking for from the morgue is male, same blood type, same general height and build.
Doesn't have to match height and build, but
Okay.
it would be helpful, yes.
Okay.
So did you bother actually ask the internet Logan's blood type?
Yes.
Okay.
No response.
Okay.
I can get you Stalin.
Hopefully that won't be be as relevant to this timeline.
Oh, it still will be. We just give them the wrong blood type when we go to transfusion.
Okay,
That'd work,
so you're
actually,
sending
if you
Jack
were
And
injured
and Rick
because
to
Rick
the-
can do the
to the
test.
morgue. Okay.
I guess we're going to the morgue.
We are.
Look for the box labeled recently dead.
Okay.
the box. The
right.
line on the form, whatever it is, there will be something.
So you're looking at mails. That you can get on, just from
looking.
just looking at. Okay.
Although it is Paris, so I
So we
suppose
should-
you should check.
I don't know what you're saying. It doesn't matter. So the first one, make a science. I mean, it's a medical science roll. So
Your
Whatever.
med,
So
your
Make a doctor roll.
roll.
it's a doctor roll.
It is a doctor roll.
A doctor roll, which is
I'm gonna
science
put
plus
them
2.
both because one of the new characters is a shaman.
It's a
one-
good
one
roll.
is an oracle.
Okay.
Literally.
Female.
So
Both of them are
this is
being
weird.
male,
You
yeah.
fail on this
So my
one
comment
because
was,
the person
well,
doesn't have any
doing
blood
transgender
in
stuff,
them.
huh?
Oh, goody,
Actually,
if we got more
surprised.
vampires around.
They
Like,
could be vampires. It could be that they got interrupted when they were doing the embalming thing. Is
they
there
have not
actually-
yet been. This person hasn't been embalmed yet,
Mhm.
and there's like a bite mark on the neck.
Oh, spiffing.
I think we found our next adventure.
Yeah.
You going to put a stake through his heart?
Is he recently dead?
Yes. We were looking specifically at dates for who is a male who's recently dead.
Do you happen to have a stake handy? I'm not going to ask about the hammer. because
So
really-
either of you want to make an academics roll?
Sure.
Wow, that
Ooh,
could have been
hey.
better.
That's a good academics roll.
Yeah. Don't.
Fair.
Wasn't there something about vampires in the Paris catacombs at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Not that I know.
Not that you know of. You didn't have to deal with these guys.
I was
Aw.
but
Yeah.
there was at least a possibility that some of them might have escaped.
right.
I
We
hate
got
vampires. They suck.
Yeah.
we got the machine that was involved, but yeah, we only got what vampires we ran across, not necessarily every last bloody one. But
Mhm.
So are you actually going to do something about this thing?
Yeah, we need a stake.
Yeah, there's a wooden chair around here.
I kind of thought that might be the solution.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
It does not turn into dust.
Okay, we're taking it back with us.
Okay. We'd rather be grave robbers. Well, alright, he's
yeah,
not in a grave.
that's, yeah, you're
Body
only going
snatcher
for a
is
second count of the same crime.
Okay.
So far.
Anyway, so you got lucky and found
Yeah.
a vampire on your first check, or the victim of a vampire, I
Yeah.
should say.
He might not have. I mean, wow, already dead.
Roll mysticism.
Hey, Annie you guys can still investigate. Just not the heart.
Right.
All right.
Next
So
body.
you're looking at for the next body. all right.
Yeah. Next bot.
Okay.
Do the sciencey thing again. That's a great. Great roll.
Yes, this is the correct blood type. It's O positive, which I'm saying is what Lenin's blood type was.
Sure, why not?
We have nothing to contradict it. So, yeah,
This works.
this one will do.
Why don't you go look for more bite marks?
Not a bad idea. That would be an investigation roll.
Mm-hmm.
You can tag that you know what you're looking for now.
Yeah, I do know what I'm looking for.
Oh, I hope you can tag.
Oh yeah, that's a very plausible investigation tag.
However, use alertness.
Taking it all in.
I take it all in.
And you can use a fate point too.
I think it's going to be fate point time.
You can take extra time too.
There's more to see than what your eyes can show you.
I like that.
Yes.
So that's a superb alertness roll.
Okay.
That
Um, You basically open a bunch of drawers, look, because it's pretty obvious when someone's been exsanguinated. And you find one more, a woman who has the bite mark and no blood.
We got one more. We have three more legs. So.
Three bodies.
Great.
I guess we needed to go to Paris.
Good thing
Oh, it's-
somebody suggested it.
Do we have a couple of? Well, 3 body bags or
You're in a morgue.
sheets.
I mean, whatever you need of that
Yeah.
sort is here. You just need to go look for it. It's not
Right.
in this room. But yes, you can
Open a
find
drawer.
you can find body bags or sheets.
Okay,
Body bag.
we want to wrap them up anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, the canvas body bags.
Right.
You can just-
not exactly hermetic seals, but it's
They
better
have to
than
do.
carrying. All right, 2 of them aren't going to bleed at all.
Still.
Yes, that's right.
And Annie is so confused when they come back with 3 bodies.
Hi.
Let me guess. One as
Yeah.
ordered and 2 surprises of some sort.
Yeah, we got a 200% bonus here.
Yay.
So
How wonderful.
what
Um,
about the 2 that you
They've been bitten by a vampire and drained of all their blood.
Oh, what?
Oh lovely.
Someone exsanguinated these 2 people.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
I said drained of all their
Marks
blood.
on their neck.
You also said vampire.
I did.
That caused an interrupt in the processing.
Yes.
Well, when we track down the vampires, Annie can walk up to them and tell them they don't exist.
Well, this is a little after René Descartes, but it might still work.
Especially light on front vampire.
So, when I get up and you tell me about the vampires, I go, I want to take a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
They're the two with the sort of tent arrangements in their body bags.
they kind of center around the heart.
I will take the body that isn't sick.
Yeah.
Okay, the one that was actually intended for you
Yes.
to, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, this is the one you want,
You
and,
I will ask
Here you go,
John
Simon.
Doe, is there anything specific that you think might be something that I could read as a clue that this isn't Lennon? That would have not necessarily been noticed before this.
Can I look at the body?
Sure,
That might trigger something.
sure.
Okay, so I look at the body. So, this guy is circumcised, and Lennon was not.
That'd be pretty obvious if I left that.
Would they have undressed him to check when
Yes.
they go? Well, no. When they go to verify, is this Lennon?
I mean, so he would have been lying in state when they got the message Lennon was alive.
Okay,
They would not have taken all his clothes off
at that.
at that point.
But they had already verified it was him.
They knew that, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, an autopsy had to have been done.
Yep.
Okay.
And at that point, they would have noticed.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
It's the sort of thing that a pathologist might not note.
Mm-hmm.
It's a potential gap in the record of the.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
it's not, okay, so Lennon was not circumcised. That would be the default,
Mhm.
and so
There'd be no reason to
there'd
note
be no
that.
reason to note that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of why I was telling you.
Okay, I can go with that. So,
So we will have a dead
I-
body that is
We could have a
very
pathologist being sent out into Siberia after all.
I
Better than
I-
Stalin.
I'd rate that as tolerable collateral
I-
damage.
I have a body to copy that I have not yet determined if it's safe to touch. I have
Okay.
a body to start with to make the copy from.
Yeah. And after you make this roll, I'm gonna call
Okay.
it.
Okay.
My back is killing me.
Okay.
Still.
Well, it's just sitting for a long period of time.
Right.
I do actually, at home, I have a cushion that I've been sitting on that is very, it keeps pressure off the spine but yeah, sitting for a long time is something that.
So I presume this is engineering I'm using to make the fake. Or would it be science?
Science.
Okay, it's science. So, and the default time period for something like this would be what, hours?
You're building, you've got a base,
Yep.
8 hours, I'd say.
All right, all day. I will spend all day.
Okay.
Looks like an actual cost.
It is an actual +2.
And if you're spending all day, I think that gets you another +1.
No. 8 hours is.
Okay, you're saying
What
you
he's,
take.
yeah, he's
You'll
saying
take the
that
8 hour
is
period.
taking
I'm
the 8
taking
hours
8
that is the
hours.
base.
Uh,
Well, I get to put a check mark after one of my adventures here that has been sitting on this sheet for quite a long time.
What?
Vampires in Paris. It's the follow-up to Zombies in Paris.
Well, could be worse. Could be werewolves in London.
Yeah. We are playing Spirit of the Century, and you came in just as we are finishing up for the night. Zacursus.
Come back next week.
Come back next week. We play every Tuesday, starting at 7:30 Central Time. Thank you to everybody who showed up for the stream, by the way.
Tune in next week for another thrilling episode.
Spirit of the Century is pulp action heroes in the 1920s.
And it uses the fate system.
Uses the fate system. That is correct.
Before they wouldn't have messed it up.
I am using a simple matter of applied science to get it up to awe-inspiring, and using overflow to make this body pass all of the normal tests that they would do to say this is Lennon,
Mm-hmm. So
except for undoing the circumcision.